Buongiorno from Tuscany. We're going to walk around some beautiful medieval cities, some off the beaten path towns, going to some top-notch restaurants, kitchens. Also, wait until you see this agroturismo. Of course, we're going to eat our way through Tuscany to some surprising historical facts as well. Look at the baby goats.
Oh my Lord.
Oh, look at this. Elena made all this caprese, bruschetta. Buono. Che sono?
Pecorino?
Pecorino
Cheese.
e miele.
Marmellata, miele.
Hello, for this is pappardelle, typical Tuscany, and this with tomato sauce and white board. In italiano, pappardelle con cinghiale e pomodoro. Cantucci col vinsanto.
Vinsanto is a typical Tuscany
Fatto
food.
con uva sultanina.
I'm trying to take a picture. This is the one I think I would like with the hot pepper flakes.
I don't remember on time.
All types of flavors.
Crostone con pecorino e melanzane.
È una tipici...
Crostone sia un tipico antipasto, un appetizer, insomma, qua di Pienza.
Look at that with the
Pecorino di
eggplant.
Pienza e eggplant.
Eggplant.
Banderole, yeah.
Pecorino cheese and eggplant, and here's another very typical with the prosciutto, the figs, and the pecorino. Buon appetito! This is probably one of the most unusual flavors I've ever seen of gelato. Crema de whiskey. Of course you have all your regular ones, and then you have caramel salted, butter salted, chocolate, hazelnut, all these. And then you come here and you see a torta tropicale, coco and maracuja. So if you come here to Montalcino, this place is called Why Not? And why not have a gelato when coming here? Sit and have this beautiful view.
Questo è il riso con zucca e guanciale.
Zucca
e prezzemolo.
Wow, with pumpkin, pancallo, and
Guanciale.
Look at these puccini mushrooms and melanzane. Buono. We destroyed the risotto.
They remember that they were linked to style, but the meaning is that one. 2017. Wow. Where is that an enemy of the Florentines? Maybe actually abandoned, but not completely. This is the reason why this town you can still see the towers. Okay.
This is our guide Elio, and we're in San Gimignano. And ciao! And he's going to talk to us a little bit about the foods of Tuscany. What are the important foods of Tuscany?
Yeah, okay, so welcome. Probably you noted that in Italy we don't like so much rules, right? Especially on the road. When we talk about food and wine, it's completely the opposite, okay? So, especially when we talk about the wines, and in Tuscany, this is quite serious. We have a lot of rules. So when you are saying that you are drinking a Sangiovese, that is okay everywhere. But in Tuscany, Sangiovese, it's a sort of god Sangiovese, Saint Giovese, sort of, because most of the wines here are made with that one. But it's not only the only interesting part of Tuscany. We have a lot of other interesting foods, like for example we have the cold cuts, we have the fantastic Vernaccia di San Gimignano, that is the other wine that is not made with Sangiovese. In San Gimignano, where we are right now, we have the saffron. You know saffron? It's very famous. In the San Gimignano, we have some of the greatest saffron in the world. But obviously, you should come here also to try the local pasta, the pici, or the famous sweets from Siena, for example, cantucci, panforte, panpepato, ricciarelli.
Cantucci with the santo.
Cantucci, yes, with santo, with the vin santo. You dip into vin santo, 10 seconds.
The best.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. And that is a famous dessert. But I think that you should come here to try all of them, because if we want to explain all the greatest foods that you can find in Tuscany, it could take hours and hours. We have a lot of other stuff.
Those are the basic must-haves.
Gelato was invented in Tuscany, you
What?
know? Ah yes, gelato was invented by Bernardo Buonconvento.
We gotta go get some.
You cannot arrive in Tuscany and you don't get the gelato. It's mandatory. They don't give you the stamp on the passport to come back, eh? Without gelato.
Elio told you first. There you go.
You check your time and you check if it's gelato clock, it's time for gelato, okay?
I'm gonna use that from now on. Is it gelato clock or is it granita clock? It's always good to have both.
Gelato was invented in the 1500s, late 1500s, by Bernardo Buontalenti. That was an architect and an artist, a sculptor, to impress the Granduchi Cosimo I. He called it crema Buontalenti, cream Buontalenti, made with eggs, milk and sugar. And then later, obviously, they spread out all over the world. But the first one was here. Obviously, pay attention because you are... you and me in Sicily, you have to know that slash or granita instead was invented in Sicily.
Of course.
So, two different things. If someone tells you that gelato was invented in Sicily, no, in Tuscany. But slash in Sicily.
It's not slush, it's granita.
Okay, sorry, granita. Okay, it's not gelato, it's not ice cream, it's gelato. You're right, correct.
Okay, so here we are in the main square, and there's two gelaterias. Gelateria Dondoli, where there's a line, and there's this gelateria, and it says the best ice cream in the world is gelato più buono del mundo. And you can see people sitting. Which one do you think has the best gelato? Ding, 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 ding. Well, it turns out that it is this one, award-winning. But the one behind me has seats. So, which one would you guys take? Look at that. Some really interesting flavors here. Zaffarana. Saffron is very big here as well. Cheesecake. Melagrana and pistachio. Pomegranate and pistachio. And then here are fruit flavors.
Arena, cremino al pistacchio.
There's a typical lunch place, Tuscan lunch place. That's chicken and potato. That's chicken with tomatoes and potatoes, melanzani. Here's some duck with fresh vegetables, lasagna. There's some different meats.
Polpette e birra media, grazie.
Very good prices. And all the locals come here. So you know it's good. There's the famous pancetto, and you can do a panini with that as well. And here we are in Castiglioni Dolci. This is a little town on the hills. And this restaurant is quite a find. We're gonna eat outside with this view. Ready?
that coniglio?
Oh, look at that rabbit
Con cipolline,
with onions
con cannella. Cannella.
and cinnamon. Now that is very interesting. And this is Anna,
Anna.
the mother of Andrea. She's the cook. E tu come si chiami?
Rita.
Rita! Che bello! Da quanti anni sta facendo questo lavoro?
23.
23!
Qua, in questo ristorante.
23 years in this restaurant. E qual è il piatto tuo preferito?
Zuppa di funghi.
Sì?
Sì.
Her favorite is right here.
Sì.
Soup with mushrooms. E come fai? Con puccino. E poi sale, pepe,
Aromi.
arome. È lunga
Sì,
cottura.
per fare la crema.
You have to cook it for a long time to make it creamy.
Pistacchio.
Rita sta facendo pasta con la
al pistacchio.
pistacchio.
Buonissimo.
Pasta con pistacchio da Bronte.
Ok.
Even here in Toscana, we have our famous Sicilian pistacchio. Mushroom soup. Okay, I'm in the kitchen and I have to try this mushroom soup because it looks fantastic, so simple. Wow.
Questo è il filetto di cinta senese che ha visto preparare in cucina prima. Wow. Questo è l'agnello.
Agnello. And this is what it looks like, the pork. Look at this presentation. Beautiful. That's the black and white pork. Andrea, he's the owner of this restaurant. It's a family-owned restaurant since 1982.
Esatto.
1982.
Come ristorante. Però il casale del 1930
This house has existed here since 1930.
appartenente alla famiglia dei Conti Cervieri, l'ultimo casale. E poi dall'82 iniziamo con la ristrutturazione.
Il ristorante del cibo che
Ma tipico toscano, cucina tipica toscana, pasta fatta in casa, sughi fatti in casa, carne alla brace, chianina,
barbecue
cinta
on the
senese.
barbecue. There's also pasta from here, the sugo, the meat
Esatto.
sauces made here.
Tutto nostro, tutta produzione nostra.
Ma è bellissimo, veramente bellissima. Look
Poi
at this
la
place.
sala.
Let me take you in.
Sì, sì,
And there's Alessio.
Nina e con l'ovulo, fungo ovulo.
Questa come si chiama?
Tartar di ovulo.
Tartar.
Contro filetto di canina battuto a coltello con l'ovulo.
Buono, grazie.
Prego.
These amazing scenes all over Tuscany never get old.
Svolta a destra verso via Fortezza.
Castello di Badia. E come chiama questo paese?
Poggibonsi.
Poggibonsi. Let's go inside.
Ora entrare dentro, ci sono già gli sposi che stanno preparando, quindi non so.
Oh, ma ho detto questa signora.
Come ti chiami? Bandini?
Bandini Silvano.
Bello capello.
Ecco, siamo a posto. Se lei
Posso
è contenta,
vedere il capello?
se lei è contenta, signora, ora io un sporchino, capito?
It's a little
Ci
bit dirty.
sono tre pieghine, vedi? Tre pieghe,
Look at that. How cool is that?
si rimette qua e... cappello di
Buongiorno a
alta,
tutti.
altrettanto a lei.
Look at everyone sitting around.
Ma qui ora-
Buonconvento.
questo è-
Buonconvento è una bella città.
Questo è sporco, è un bel paesino, sì.
Sì.
Dove è lei?
Io sono americana ma abito in Sicilia.
Ah, bel colpo. un'americana in Sicilia.
Sì.
Ci ha trovato il siciliano, Ci ha trovato il siciliano.
Did you find a Sicilian?
Evviva!
Sì, I found a Sicilian,
Buongiorno,
all right.
buongiorno, siciliano.
Arrivederci tutti. Ciao. This is what I love, just getting to talk to the locals. Porta Cinese, entrance to Buonconvento. Look at this, how beautiful.
Sì, qui c'è il parcheggio lungo le mura, io sono...
Monte dei Paschi di Siena is the first bank of the world, founded around the 1400s, and now this bank is all over Italy. There you go, a little tidbit from Buonconvento. Little small town, very few tourists, but boy, so medieval. So creative. Wooden bicycle with the bread, because this is a bread shop. Buongiorno. Posso?
Sì, certo.
And this is Lauren. She's going to show us how to make the pasta.
Pasta, sì.
Pasta fresca con farina,
Sì.
flours.
Questi sono pisci.
Ah, pisci, the
Pisci,
famous
sì, sì. Allora,
Tuscan pasta.
pisci. Un chilo di farina normale. Questa invece è di grano duro, sempre 1 chilo.
Semolina.
Sì, semola. Allora, si mette nella planetaria.
So now she's mixing in both kinds of flours at quanto.
Sì. Poi
And we have
4
the eggs.
4 uova, 4.
No,
Uno di
Oreo.
questo di olio, uno.
Olive oil.
1. La misura è questa.
Sì.
E 600 ml di acqua.
600
ml
6 ml of water.
acqua.
And you mix them all together.
Sì. Eccoci. Si deve lavorare. Sì.
10 minuti.
Sì, circa. Poi anche se me la lavora un quarto d'ora va bene uguale. Sì.
10-15 minutes.
Deve venire bella morbida. Mi piace il sugo, sì, sì, sì.
Sugo, of course, is the,
Poi
is the sauce with the meat. Tomato
sono
sauce with the meat.
buoni anche con le verdure, col pomodoro.
Anche,
Sì,
it's
sì.
also good with the vegetables and the tomatoes. Now she's going to prepare the other ones and we'll come back when she's doing the pasta. Meanwhile, while she's stirring the pasta and getting all the ingredients together, I'm going to take a little walk to see the animals. Buongiorno. This is my welcome, good morning, welcome chorus. You've seen these guys, they've run all over the property. Here we are 15 minutes later. 70?
60.
69.
68, finiti ora. Sì.
68, how beautiful.
Sì. E poi al numero 6. 3 volte la passo.
3 times you have to go through.
3 volte la passo, sì. Semola.
And then you just play the guitar. You know, my very first video of you, me in Sicily, we made fresh pasta with Mama Sicily. Boy, I can't believe it was 9 years ago. And here I am 9 years later, still making pasta, fresh pasta at Tuscan in Tuscany. It really is an art. E come chiama questa?
Chitarra.
Chicara?
Chitarra.
Guitar.
Chitarra in Toscana.
Chitarra.
Ah.
Sì.
Chitarra come chitarra che suoni.
And there you go.
Questi
There's
sono
how
i
you
pisci,
do
vede? Questi
the
sono i pisci.
quintessential Tuscan pasta.
Sì, pisci, questi.
Sei bravissima. Grazie mille, signora.
Prego.
Buona giornata.
Grazie anche a lei.
Look at how many more she has to go. And now we have Antonino, the grande chef, and he's making the ragu. Oh, he has to put his hat on.
Sedano, carote e cipolla.
Sedano, celery, carote, carrot, and onions. Of course,
Basilico.
the fresh basilico, sempre basilico.
Sempre basilico.
All going in there. When you smell,
Metti carne.
then you put the meat.
Carne si deve asciugare.
Then the meat has to dry and absorb all the juices.
Si mette vino
Vino bianco o rosso?
rosso.
Red wine.
Carne rossa, vino rosso.
Always red wine.
E ora ci metto
And here we are 30 minutes later. And he's still cooking.
questo si deve asciugare mo. Pomodoro.
And then we're going to put the tomato. There she is. Look at her. She's still at it. Labor of love. Look at that. E questo piatto come si chiama?
Pappardelle al cinghiale.
Pomodoro.
Ascolta, si taglia tutta la carne, poi si lava bene, si fa uscire il sangue e poi si mette nel
cut up the meat.
si fa rosolare e quando che è rosolata mettiamo un vino e poi il pomodoro e poi la facciamo cucinare anche 2-3 ore.
2-3 ore.
Per fare morbido, capito?
Sì, sì. Buon appetito! Pizza abbiamo?
Abbiamo 4 formaggi, margherita, 4 formaggi, margherita, tonno e cipolla e merenzane.
Eggplant, tonno, cipolla.
Tonno e cipolla.
Buono, scarica. Look at how thin it is. Questa pizza da Toscana o calabrese? Because he's actually from
Io faccio
Calabria.
sempre la mia pizza, faccio sempre il mio impasto che ho fatto in Calabria, capito? Saluto tutti quelli che vi vogliono bene.
E vieni a Toscana.
Good night, buonanotte.
Of course you can't come to Tuscany without going to a vineyard, and we've returned to our friends Matteo and his father Johnny's place, 8 ettari. And it's a little bit overcast. It rained a little bit earlier, but there are still some grapes over here. They did pick all the other grapes in the other farm. So here we are, September 21st, so almost at the end of the picking season. And now, let's go try some vino.
Questo è un IGT Principio Toscano 2018, un Montecucco Sangiovese 2017, un Montecucco Sangiovese 2018 e un Montecucco Sangiovese di OCG Riserva 2018.
Ci abbiamo un prosciutto crudo. Qui c'è del pane bianco e anche ai 4 cereali, la schiaccina morbida, che si usa tanto da noi, la schiaccina morbida, c'è il formaggio e poi c'è il capicollo.
Capicollo.
Questa
è
crostini toscani.
Crostini
sulla
toscani.
bruschetta, sul pane tostato.
Now this is a dream come true of making my own wine. No, seriously, this is hard work. It's hard work making the wine, I'm telling you right then. But the thing is, with the skin, they have to send it somewhere else to make the grappa. So there you go. The entire grape is used. So he leaves this here for 10 days, and actually if you put your hand over here, there's some heat coming out. And then what happens is they use a pump to put it into these big containers, and at first you have to keep it cold, 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 and then hot, so it ferments. Matteo, that's the Matteo we met a few weeks ago. There's Johnny, Padre. Oh! Now, how about coming here to Tuscany to meet these two guys right here? Tuscany, here we come. You can also have the beach here in Tuscany or in Talamone. Beautiful marina that you can come, sit, have a drink or lunch, and enjoy. Bravo! Grazie. So, what did you think? Did you enjoy Tuscany? We do have another video from Tuscany, and I'll leave you a link at the bottom in the description of this video. So excited to go back to Sicilia, and we'll be broadcasting from there. Until then, have a great day, and thank you for being here, and we'll see you on another video of You, Me, and Sicily. Arrivederci. Love you guys. Ciao.